at one of the Winn-Dixie locations. My volunteer, along with the other people at this rescue group, said, what are we going to do? And out of nowhere, along comes a woman with a horse trailer and says, oh, I'm a pit bull rescue in Arkansas, and I can take your dogs. Well, it didn't set right with most of the people, but people were desperate, and they let this woman drive off with the dogs. Now, for those of you that were very involved in the rescue efforts, there were two large groups that were giving dowries for every dog you took. For every dog you took, you got $1,000 from these big agencies. So there were unscrupulous people out there making money off Katrina dogs. Well, this woman kind of didn't set right with my rescuer that was still in New Orleans and a couple of other people. So they drove out to Arkansas to check on the 61 pit bulls that left. And to their horror, they found an abandoned field with 500 dogs, all Katrina dogs, abandoned in crates and fold-down cages. Many of them were dead. Some were had broken their backs trying to break out of crates. So my volunteer had flown home to Sacramento, and when she heard of this, she came back to Arkansas looking for a little white dog that she had named Taz. And this dog would be the reason that so many people were brought together to rescue literally hundreds of dogs. This is where I'm going with the story. Becky flew out to Arkansas, walked up and down the rows of this group called Edna. Every Dog Needs a Home. That was the name of the rescue group. Tammy Hansen. I'm going to say her name. I don't give a crap. So Becky found Taz. He was still alive, barely, in a fold-down crate. She sent me pictures of it. She scooped him up, brought him back to California with her, and then brought him to the rescue while we were in California. A few weeks later, we found his owners here in New Orleans. We were so excited. We found an owner. They described him to a T, down to the little crooked tail he had, and we were thrilled.
I was part of this.
So we sent our volunteers by car back to New Orleans with Taz to reunite him with his family. Because we were told that our kids really miss him. When my people got to the house, the visual that they witnessed was horrific. It was dogs chained up in the backyard, just skeletons with skin draped over them.
Those are my dogs.
And the woman said, oh, just put that dog over there and chain him up. Put him with the other ones. Well, my volunteer had the wherewithal to play it off because she had walked into the yard with Taz and said, oh, let me go back to my rental car and get all of his toys and stuff. Threw him in the car and took off. So we could not get the visual out of our mind of the picture she took of those dogs left behind in that yard. And it was still chaos here in the city. It was just a mess. And I called various rescue groups and shelters, and the shelter that answered my plea for help was the Jefferson Parish shelter. And I said, I told them what was going on. I said, please, I know you have your hands full, but there's these dogs left behind this backyard. There's a mother dog with puppies. There's a father dog. And they went and got those dogs for us, and they shipped them out to California, and where eventually they would all get homes. And that one little white dog named Taz is what brought all of us together, Jefferson Parish and us, to go on to rescue so many more dogs. One little dog did all that. So, this was my Katrina story. That I think that little dog, who's no longer with us, he never did get a home. He died with us, but he did a great thing by, introducing us to the Jefferson Parish shelter, and we love him. And she's talking to Grace.